Right, so we're cutting firewood. We just bought this thing. It's called a LogOX. It's made in the US. And it sort of has three functions. You can use it as a pick-upper thingy. You can use it as a log roller. And you can use it as a log jack. So right now I have it set in the log jack mode. I don't know whether you can see, but there's a little footy thing under there. Seems to work pretty well. I think for bigger timber like this, because she's not small wood, I think a longer handle might be useful. Beyond that, she seems to work. Rolled the log pretty well. Little bit of a difficulty getting it up onto the jack, but again, I think that's probably the size and weight of this piece of timber. Yeah, seems to work good. I like it. Certainly saves my back. All right, so had a crack at this LogOX device. You can see we're cutting some reasonably decent sized timber, and this is an Aussie eucalypt. They're not exactly light even when they're dry. Very dense timber. So, a few notes. First off, we love it. It's really good. Tough piece of kit. Three functions, although we've just got it set up as the log jack, but I have been using it as a cant hook as well, and that has saved me a lot of effort and my back. For the log jack, works really well on smaller timber. I think this stuff might be getting a little tiny bit out of its league potentially, although if you're trying to roll appropriate lengths of it onto the jack, it works quite nicely. I'd say if you want to work bigger lengths of big timber, probably an optional extra of a longer handle might be nice, potentially with a bit of a curve in it, so when you lay it down it doesn't screw up the angles. Yeah, she works great. Works. I used it as a log jack and used it as a roller. Haven't used it as a picker-upper, but I have no particular reason to think it wouldn't work well as that. I just don't want to dismantle the damn thing right now. All in all, great piece of kit, I think. Just one more note on this LogOX thing. So, it's made in the US, right? Dad and I were looking around for something like this because I cut firewood for Mum and Dad, right? And this to sort of save my back. My actual job where I work requires me to have a functional one, so we were shopping around and we saw this thing. Now, the best way we found to order it was directly through them. There's the cheapest way as well. What was the postage originally? 20 or something like that? Okay, so regardless, whatever the postage was, paid it. Seemed like a reasonable price. But then they got in contact with Dad, who ordered the damn thing, and said, we found a cheaper shipping method, and gave him $18 back on the price because they found a cheaper shipping method, which seems unusual to me. You know, it's a good tool. Company behind it seems to be very friendly, obviously, and you know, they seem to want to do the right thing by their customers, so I'm happy with it. I think they've made an excellent piece of kit.